From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Prescott now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Evades the tackler and now some space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
1st down, Bills.
Hey, 52. All day.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes goes down.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Don't get nervous. Check 25. Protein spill. Shoot.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Operating from the gun. Cobb. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Cobb. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line.
Topper! Give me that ball, defense! Hey, switch gears. Big grip.
Looking to throw. Cobb. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Down, 30 base. 54 miles. Hey, pick your game up. Watch twins.
They'll run on first down. It's Rodriguez. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Touchdown, defense. Check 52.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And the Bills first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man here is Gentry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Cobb. He's going to fire one deep over the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play there for New England. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, Cobb. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 27, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 33 yards that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They run with Breida. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Let's go one more. Kill, kill, kill.
Greystone, travel.
Kill, kill, turn up.
Fire.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm coming. Check the backer, check the backer.
Ready, ready.
A final shot before break. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a loose football. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come on, set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Go
6
now.
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
2nd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Prescott now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Let's go, D.
Prescott on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Prescott, and that'll be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Smooth.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Cobb. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ed Oliver in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready?
53 's mine. Check. 53 is mine. Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Cut up.
Throwing on third and long. Cobb. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
50. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sends it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check 52's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Shoot.
And they take a knee.
Set. 60 or.
Silver, silver.
And, of course, this win a big one.